Today I'm going to do the review and setup of the Roxio Game Capture HD Pro. Right now I am just going to show you the setup. So I got the PS3 here, shown in this image. So I got it hooked up back here, and it runs down all the way to here, and then out it goes. The component cables out all the way to the back of my TV. All set up, it runs all the way down, up through my desk, all the way to my computer. And there I have my computer recording everything I want. I am going to show you guys my setup on my computer and how I record and my settings for recording. So I'll just wait till this launches. So you cannot see my PS3 right now because I do not have my PS3 plugged in and turned on. So right now I will show you my basic options. The bitrate I have at 12,667. I usually record at 720p. And the location is just somewhere where I can have it easily stored. The hotkeys are normal and I do not have my live stream set up. So right now quality is set to here on 720p. I save it to a regular thing. I just leave everything normal. So I'll show you my settings here. So really I do not have any settings unless I'm playing a game that I need to brighten it up or make it look better. Like sometimes on Grand Theft Auto I have to make it brighter because sometimes it does look a little too dull or dim. Today I'm going to do the reviewing part, and let me just have this up. Okay, so on the reviewing scale, first off I will have 3 categories. First I'll go into build, recording quality, then the program itself. But before I even do any of that, I just want to explain myself a little bit. I do have a video that I made, let me see, a month ago, and it's about this software and this Roxio game cap, and what I show you is the unboxing, install, and setup. So it's pretty in-depth in how to do that, and it's on my channel. If you go back a couple videos ago, and my other video before that was the Roxio Game Capture HD Pro, and that's just a test to show you the quality, and it was recording at its best. So let me just tell you some specs about this before I even go into the 3 categories. So first of all, you could play and capture in 1080 30p. You can live stream directly to Twitch if you have that. You can have, what's it called? You can record and SD or HD, which is standard definition or high definition. And if you go here, if you go to the website, it even shows you how to set it up. And if you do not know how to do that for the PS3, it's kind of complicated, but the video I made shows you how to set it up. And for Xbox, it's pretty simple. You just need a HDMI. I think you need to. But off of all of that, specs and stuff like that, here, let me go into the review, the actual review itself. So first I'll go into the build. So right now I have this displayed, and it is very, very small. You don't even know how small it is. See, I'll put my whole hand here, and you see it's just about as big as my hand. It is pretty small, and I like that because, you know, the hopog is way bigger and it's, you know, bulky, and this is just slim. Look at that. It's very slim and very nice, and it's also retailing for much less than the hopog or the Elgato. But here you can see a nice design. It says Roxio Game Cap. It tells you if you're recording an HDMI, or this bottom one would be the component cables, which is for PS3. So here is the input, and right next to it is the HDMI, and on the other side you have the USB connector, you have the output for the component, and then the output for the HDMI. The bottom is really just, just these things right here that support it, but it's also very light, so you could toss this in your backpack if you're going somewhere and you need to record. Very small, cheaper. It's an awesome build. I really like it. So for the build, I will give it a 10 out of 10 because it really does go through everything in the build, and it's just smaller than the POG, which most people get because of the quality, but I can understand that. But still, this does give awesome quality. If you don't believe me, you could go back to my other video that shows you the quality test, or you could look it up on anything. Make sure you choose 1080p. Okay, so 10 out of 10 in the build. Next, I'll go to recording quality. But before I even go through that, let me tell you the PS3 setup was a pain. If you have a PS3 and trying to get this, you might not want to get this. I mean, you have to spend at least $20 on the other equipment that you have to buy for it, like the component, if you don't already have them, which most people don't. And it's kind of a pain to do that for PS3, it's basically for Xbox, because the Xbox setup is much easier, and then that's why most people like it just for the Xbox. But I wanted to try this out. I got some good reviews. It was like, much cheaper, and at the time, that's what I wanted. Okay, so for the recording quality, which I haven't even got into, I just told you about the PS3 thing. And let me see, where should I start for the recording quality? The quality is, before I rate it, let me just tell you, it's good. I mean, the bitrate has to be ridiculously high, and it has to be at least 1080 or maybe 720, but it still looks kind of bad on 720. But if you really don't care, most people just post YouTube videos in 720. But the bitrate has to be very high for the quality to be good. That's the only thing. And for the bitrate to be high, the size is also going to be very high. So, I don't know. And the weird thing is you could only use the software that is with it because it comes out in a special file type. It's just weird. It comes out like .m to ts or something. But if you do have like Cyberlink or something, some editor, it should work with that. I haven't tried Sony Vegas because I don't have that. So recording quality, I will give it 8 out of 10 because really you have to have a backup external if you want to do YouTube, like a lot of videos and stuff like that, because it's going to take up a lot of space, first of all. Second of all, you have to have a high bit rate, and you have to have a good PC. Oh my god, thank god I remember that, because if you do not have a good computer, let me tell you one thing, recording this will be really bad. If you don't have like 4 gigs of RAM or something, or more than that, at least 2 gigs, probably the minimum to record with this. And the processor has to be a pretty good processor, at least 3 gigahertz or something around there, maybe 2.5. And the video card, or whatever you want to call it, it does have to be good. That's the main thing to record this. You need a good video card. I don't have a fantastic one, but I do play games on my PC, so I guess that's why I could record this. But if you're going to record this, trust me, it takes about at least 80 to 90% of my whole CPU and my video thing just completely, uses up all my RAM and stuff like that. So you need a good PC. So recording quality still at, I think it was 7 or 8 out of 10. Okay, program. The program is really bad. For starters, it's sometimes if you open it up, it takes a long time. like a very old program. Looks like one of their older ones that they just put a new skin on or something. Second of all, if you're going to record this, sometimes it does not work and you have to restart your PS3 and do all that, which is a pain. And sometimes you will run into problems like I have. The first time I got this, I ran into at least 3 problems with recording it, which is perfect. It's fine, you know, you learn while doing this. But it took me at least a week to get my settings and all that okay so I could record with this. So the program is a 6 out of 10 because it just shuts down whenever it wants to, and it constantly does the not working, and sometimes you can't even record and you have to restart your whole thing. So that is the review. Out of total, I give this a 9 out of 10 because how small it is. First of all, look at this thickness, as big as my hand. So definitely the quality, which is good. It's good. The only reason I gave it, 2 stars down or whatever you want to call it, is because you really need to plan ahead. If you want to buy this, you need a large HDD. If you have an SDD, then I don't know, use it. But you need like at least 1 or 2 terabytes if you want to do YouTube for a long time, because that's what you're gonna need. And really, it's good. The recording quality and the build is excellent. Sometimes it has a little bit of problems with the program, and that's why I put the program at 6 out of 10 because the program really needs some updates and stuff. But out of all, this is a very, very good software, and Roxio Game Capture HD Pro really is a step up from some of the other things that they have. It could beat the Hapog in some ways, and the Hapog could beat the Roxio Game Capture in other ways. It's just how you want to go for this. But try the Elgato before buying this, because the Elgato might do that. But do I say buy it? Definitely buy it. Definitely, if you have a Xbox, then go ahead, buy this. But if you have a PS3, then you might want to get Elgato. Just think about it. Alright guys, well, I have to go. This is the review, and if you like this video, of course, like it and favorite and comment if you have any questions. Alright guys, bye.